Lucy, who put the film together, and Alan, who shot it. What were your biggest challenges in shooting this film, Al, and Lucy making the film, cutting it together?
Biggest challenge shooting it. Well, I had to get Brad up every morning. We had to drive about 2.5 hours most of the time to get to Taft and go to the women's prison. It was such a fun experience to make this. I really can't think of any specific difficulties other than I should have worn some kind of pad when I rode the barrel and thought. Anyway, but no, it was an amazing experience. My beard has kind of become a little bit of a tear catcher today. So thanks, Brad, and thanks, James, and everybody. It was amazing. So.
I'm not sure exactly, but maybe just trying to maintain that level of, or trying to have the humor come through, because there are funny moments, like at the practices you saw, everyone was laughing there, and there are funny things that happen. So to have that, but also not overshadow the fact that these are serious stories and these are real issues, and just trying to melt those two together. This was sort of hard, trying to get those feelings to come out, but not to hit you over the head with them either. So I guess trying to strike that balance was the challenge.
I think definitely so that we would really be interested in reaching out, and the three of us actually had a chance to participate in prison, to speak out groups to young women or whatever, 5th through 8th grade, I believe, and they would come in. Most of them had already used drugs and stuff, so we just spoke about pretty much everything that we have gone through in our life and that we plan to do. And so we definitely reached out together in there, and I think that we all really have the great potential to continue to reach out to young women and just let them know about the statistics in prison and what not to do and what can happen to you if you do continue to use drugs or just live a life that it's not worth that, So I think we all have that ability, especially these two here.
Yeah, when we were doing the speak out at Eddie Warriors, some of the kids, they sit there and roll their eyes and, do the typical kid thing and not listen to a word you're saying. But some of them, when you see that light bulb go on in their head and they start crying and they walk up to you and they're like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to throw my bomb away and stop on it. The feeling that you've actually broke through to somebody and that, that your experience has showed them that, what they're doing out there right now is not what you need to be doing. You need to be going to school, you need to be finishing, making a life for yourself, and anybody that would allow you to do drugs with them or want you to do drugs with them, those aren't the people you need to be around. Those are not your friends. Those are people that don't care about you in any way, shape, or form. And, a lot of them would write back to the chief of police at Eddie Warriors, and they would tell us that, they're clean, they're sober, they're doing the right thing, and they want to thank us. It's an absolutely amazing feeling. But yeah, I would love to be able to speak to children and continue doing that.
I actually participated in a speak out team in prison for several years, and it was something that I enjoy doing and that I continue to want to do in my life no matter what career I have, because just the fact of knowing that sharing information of what I've been through and how I overcome, and even though I didn't make the right choices, there was always time in my life where I could go back and refix those and learn from them. And so just knowing that not only women and young girls, but men as well and young boys as well, because I think that especially in the state of Oklahoma, that there's more and more families where at least one family member is incarcerated. And I think that just because we're incarcerated, that it doesn't just affect us. It affects our family, it affects our children, as well as the public and stuff. And so I think that the knowledge that we have a lot of knowledge that we can share with the public as well as with the children and with youth and stuff. And so working with the youth and speaking out to them has always been a vision and a dream that I want to do and continue doing. So.
Okay, thank you guys so much. We're having a after screening party at Super All Right on 3rd and Chacon, so please join us.